I'll say what I damn well please. Welcome to Game Soup. We're playing Callie's Caves 3. It's a somber day here at Game Soup, but we're trying to cheer ourselves up by playing this cheerful game called Callie's Caves 3. My name's Joe.
My name's Ed. That was a mouthful.
Yeah, it was really fun. Really fun to do.
This is Callie's Caves. Why don't you go ahead and introduce it here, Joe?
We received a review copy from the publisher, developer, VDO Games, which we just realized saying that out loud how funny that was before we started the episode. Video games.
Video games.
So thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.
And not only did they provide us with one copy of the game, they provided us with 4 copies of the game. So we used one for ourselves, and the other 3 are going to go to some of our viewers on Game Soup.
Wow, what a bargain!
It's free.
It's free. That's the best bargain you can have.
It's a contest. We're going to be giving away 1 copy of the game for the first 3 episodes of Callie's Caves 3 that we do. We'll give you details on how to win in a few minutes. So this is kind of just explaining the story of the game. So what's going on here?
Our parents
got away.
Our parents have been kidnapped.
Oh boy. And this is her brother, right?
He's a man holding what is it, a guitar?
A keytar.
It's a keytar.
Yeah.
He's got that snazzy green hat too.
So I didn't actually know the basic story, because what happened is Ed played the game first, then I played it at my house on his save file, and I didn't get to see the opening story.
Yeah, it's pretty short, as you can tell.
Yeah, so our parents have been abducted. That's horrible.
So right off the bat, it's very fast. You move very quickly. Your sprite is huge. I love when sprites are big. Also, you have a double jump. Just a few things I wanted to mention right there off the top.
Yeah. Yeah, the control is it's very tight.
So the goal is to shoot things. I mean, it's
there's a lot of guns and a lot of upgrades in this game.
Yeah,
a lot of upgrading.
The game is touted. If you look on the Steam page, it's all about leveling up guns. And it feels good to do. I'm a sucker for progression. You've probably heard me say that on this show many times.
I'm a sucker for guns.
Yeah, so this is
use your sword.
This
use your
works.
sword.
Oh yeah. Oh, you also have a sword.
Yeah, you get a sword kind of attack.
Also, the thing is with the sword stuns enemies.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you could probably just sword them and then shoot them right in the face.
Yeah. There's no fall through in this game either, even though there's like these platforms there.
Yeah, it looks like there should be fall through, but there's not.
That's a minor gripe, but I like when there's fall through on platforms like that in games.
So that's 1 level down.
So it looks sort of like a Metroidvania map, as you can see there, but the game is a little more linear than most Metroidvania games.
Yeah, it's sectioned off into these miniature levels.
Yeah,
it's
it's a little bit more like just a series of small levels, and there's an overworld map, and there's what do you call them? Teleports. There's teleporting stations.
I love
segments.
The dumb faces they make when they get stunned. Oh, I'm a wolf. You know?
Yeah, they all have some kind of a goofy, fun stun animation.
Yeah, I love it.
It's very fun to look at.
Very goofy.
So yeah, if you guys want to win a copy of Callie's Caves 3, all you've got to do is post in the comments below saying that you want the game. Just say, I want the game, give me the goddamn game. Callie's Caves 3 is great, it looks really fun, I want it.
Any of those or all of those?
You can post any or all of those, or anything similar to that. Just indicate that you want to win the game, and we will randomly pick a winner in the next couple of days, and we'll reply to your comment telling you that you won, and we'll also PM you the key for the game. So make sure you check your PMs and your replies on YouTube if you do enter to win. It's very easy to win.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think, we don't get 10 million comments on each video, so
yeah, we generally don't get that many comments still. We're still a fairly small channel, so you have a pretty good chance of winning if you post a comment.
I always like that, when devs will give away copies of their game, because it's good for everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah,
and
we like it, the devs like it because they get the publicity, and the fans like it because they get a free game, It's a win-win-win situation. You level up these weapons by using them. Higher levels means more power, and your weapons will evolve. So, one thing I did want to mention here that I'm a fan of, and we recently discussed and found out that you are not so much a fan of, is that in this game, you can shoot as fast as you can click, or, when you're pressing the shoot button, as fast as you can possibly mash it.
Yeah.
Which I like, because it makes me it feels really good to me when games do that. Oh.
The Sulking Eagle. Damage increase, bigger bullets.
Looks cooler.
Well, that's always a selling point for anything.
These sprites are arranged in a slightly different fashion. It looks cooler. Oh god.
You gotta be using your sword more often.
Yeah, that's the thing though. If you have a gun, what are you doing? How dare you use a sword when you have a gun? You know what I mean? You know what I mean though?
If you get him in that stun lock, though, you should just keep on mashing
Yeah.
that. Mashing that. Yeah, your heart. You have 1 heart left.
Yeah, I know. Replenish my life.
Yeah, just be careful, man. Be
There we
careful
go.
out there. Yeah, I wish I was playing. Yeah, we were talking about how Ed likes that you can just mash the shoot button as much as you want to shoot, which I used to like, but until I got a repetitive stress injury from playing Warframe and playing as Excalibur and using Exalted Blade too much.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mouthful, and if you've never played it, you wouldn't understand, but...
Yeah, you just, you use your hands too much for a game.
You press the same button over and over again for just hours on end sometimes. Almost hours on end.
I mean, that's a
Very
lot of
little
games,
breaks.
but Warframe in particular is pretty taxing on the hands.
And yeah, it's addicting. So now I have to just take a break from playing video games, which kind of sucks.
Oh,
Because I
God.
really like playing video games, you know?
Oh!
That's another thing I wanted to mention that I don't really like, is that the hitbox on that wolf is really big. When I was playing before, that wolf's tail hit me so many times as he was running away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of annoying. I feel like his hitbox, at least his hitbox that hurts the player, should be a little bit smaller.
Is it like a big square, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's like...
Like, you know, the actual sprite?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It might be.
Also, wolves are pretty ravenous, so maybe that's the logic. They're pretty ravenous, so they could easily just
But
turn
it's
around
his
and...
tail. It's when he's like moving away from you and
He's-
you walk into him.
He's got a ravenous
It hurts
tail.
you. Well, one thing I do like about the game is that when you die, you start at just the beginning of this section. You don't have to go all the way back to a checkpoint. You just... Wait, is this the checkpoint?
This is the start
Oh,
of the
You do have
game.
to go all the way back to the checkpoint. Oh,
Well-
yeah, it does. It sends you back to a checkpoint. That's
But,
right.
but you retain all the gold that you
But
have.
you do retain all your
and-
gold, yeah.
And the experience
So
for
there's
the
some
guns.
positive things about it, but...
It's kind of like Mario RPG in that way. Like, you keep all the experience you've gained and all the money.
Yeah,
just
so it
have to-
becomes a little bit easier
Yeah.
on the second go.
It makes it a lot more likely that you're going to succeed on your second go. Unless you're careless like me.
Yeah, so we had another file going where Ed played the beginning and then I continued the progression that we did off the show just for playing the game and testing it out. And we were going to use that file, but we wanted to show the storyline of the game as well. So I got a bunch of these coin boosters, which you'll see coming up in the shop. So we're not getting to use those.
We'll get him again, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Look at his goofy face. Alright. Mission accomplished. There we go. That wasn't so
Yeah,
hard.
this is tense.
It's tense. So one of the draws for this game is the ridiculous number of levels. Is that right, Joe? It's got some hundreds of levels.
Yeah, hundreds of very short and cool levels. Well, I don't know if they're all cool, but the ones
Well-
I played so far are pretty fun.
I don't know if they're all cool. I don't think I've ever encountered a game that followed exactly this layout. Like hundreds of very short levels like this that are platforming, you know? It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, and
And
with,
so
with
far-
kind of an overworld map there.
Yeah,
Oh, we already did this
oh,
'cause
yeah,
we
yeah.
got the shotgun. So this is what would have happened, like, if we played through it for the first time. That guy would have just been standing there and there would be this light thing here and you wouldn't know that was where
Oh,
you
yeah.
get the shotgun. So we just wanted to show the game in kind of its raw form, like if you had first jumped into it. So we reset our save data.
What's with these? Are they pirates?
Yeah, I think they're pirates.
No, what do they get out of this? What's their reason for being here?
They get really dizzy just running back and forth all day.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
they get really dizzy and high.
That's what they're trying to do.
That's the only way they get high. They don't have any grog or any of that.
This is, yeah, a world without drugs.
Yeah. I mean, look at how cheerful and pixelated it is. There couldn't possibly be drugs in this world. Although this would probably be fun to play while you're on drugs.
Probably most games are, but this one in particular because it's so like mechanically simple. I like it.
Yeah.
And-
this is something that.
Have I said yet that I'm a sucker for progression? You know, like how fun would it be to level up your guns for like 6 hours in a row? Oh yeah, feels good, man. Feels
I
good.
love that level up.
I'm such
I
a
was
sucker.
using the shotgun mostly when I was first playing the game because that was the only gun that Ed had unlocked so far, and I was having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, and there's
the
no.
shotgun is more cool than the
I like
pistol.
it. Yeah.
And also the guns level up as you use them. You see,
Yeah.
every time one of your bullets hits an enemy.
Yeah, you get experience, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
I
I
like
do
the
love
way
that.
I just said that.
Oh, that's all right.
Anyway.
I do love that there's no ammo cap. You just shoot as fast as you possibly can. You know, so it's
Yeah,
really
it's
just
a very high cap.
Is there an ammo cap?
I think there might be. If you really mash it, it's pretty fast.
No, what I mean is like you can't run out of ammo.
Oh yeah, you can't run out of ammo.
Yeah.
No. There's infinite ammo.
So I like that. So
Yeah,
it's
you don't
it's
have to reload.
yeah, it's less about choosing choosing a weapon that you have ammunition for versus just
Sword.
choosing a gun that you like. You know?
Yeah.
You can just...
Use your sword, bro. We don't usually say words like bro on this program unless we're saying them ironically.
No, I can't use a sword because how dare you use a sword when you have a knife? When you have a gun. A knife. How dare you use a sword when you have a gun? You know? How dare...
Yeah.
How do you get off? That's kind of what I feel like. But I'll use it if I have to. Oh, look at this goofy little face. Callie's Caves, huh? How did you find out about this game, Joe? Did you just find it on the Steam?
Yeah, I found it on the old Steam. Yeah,
The
I was looking at
Steam.
new releases, and then this was one of the suggested games. This game came out, I think, last year.
Great job on this zone. We're about to hit a checkpoint, by the way. Each zone has a crazy boss. You have to defeat them to move on. A deranged direwolf guarding the entrance to the caves.
So they Callie's Caves, huh? They belong to her.
Is that it? Yeah, she has these caves named after her. Oh, I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, wolf, wolf.
You can't stun him with the sword. I learned that the hard way.
Did you
so
try?
Be careful. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sure tried.
I did fight this boss, and he has a pretty easy pattern. In fact, when I fought him the first time, he only did one move, which was this, where he would...
Yeah.
So that's a little jarring.
More bullets, wider spread. Oh, this one doesn't look cooler.
No, it doesn't
That's
look
not one of
cooler.
the selling points.
But, so you see that it does a little bit less damage per shot, but you fire more bullets.
Yeah.
So before we were doing, I think, 0.55.
There's a little bit of a random spread.
Yeah.
Spread on those bullets. His teeth, he has a mouth of a Komodo dragon that looks like a bacterial infection waiting to happen.
Yeah, it does. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I'm falling apart, speaking of bacterial infections.
Yeah, that's, yeah, tell us. Chicken leg! It said chicken leg!
Sweet.
Callie, it's me.
Hi,
Rupert!
Oh, he's too smart for class. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right.
Troubles with my dad.
Look at his necktie he's got there.
He started a violence
Scarf.
gang at the age of 40
Isn't he like a student?
called the Abercrombie Boys. His dad, I mean.
Oh.
He recruited a bunch of 15-year-olds, and they go around smashing
You should have called them
windshields.
the Aboy Crombies.
That happened to me when I lived in the town that we're in currently.
Wait, you got your windshield smashed in?
Yeah, remember? That was part of the reason why we moved. Just a bunch of shit was happening. And our trash can was stolen. But
Yeah, what is up with people stealing trash cans? How dare you when you have a gun?
Yeah, it's not the worst neighborhood in the world, but it kind of sucks. And there's some drugs and violence, and people smash windshields around here. You know, the Abercrombie boys, the gang.
Yep. Oh yeah, so this is the son of the antagonist, if you will.
But he helps us.
He helps us because he's a cool dude.
Yeah. So I guess his dad kind of did start a violence gang of wolves and pirates.
Yeah, but also, did you notice that this guy will sell things to us? Like, he wants to help us, but
But
He
yeah,
ain't gonna
he's
do-
also
I ain't gonna do it for free, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, he's kind
You
of
know?
a greedster.
Yeah, I guess.
So what we want to buy here is that one, and we could show what the other things do, I guess.
Yeah.
But what we want to buy here is this one in the bottom right. So go ahead and show
5K.
that. So every time we get a coin, now we get double coins.
That's hard
Plus
to say no
5,000,
to.
you
Yeah,
have to get
That's
that.
like the first thing you
Yeah,
must
it's
get.
the first thing you must get.
And I didn't realize this, but until you told me, but you can buy more than one of
Yeah,
these.
you can buy more than one of them. I got it up to ×4. I don't know. I think it does go up to ×5 though because I saw it.
Jesus. So what do we got? Health regen, increased sword power.
And then these are like one-time use things.
Mhm.
Refills health. These are useful to have, but we don't have enough money to buy them. So.
No. Oh,
we have
respawn at last
1300.
level. That's kind of cool.
Oh, you know, it'd be cool if you get that milk right there, just so we have it as a backup.
You want me to get that
Yeah,
milk?
I think that would be cool.
All
Also,
right.
we've been kind of all over the place on this one with our, well, I've been all over the place with my commentary. I was going to talk about bacterial
Whoa.
infections and stuff, and then I started talking about the Abercrombie boys.
I didn't know this was here, but you could $350,000.
Oh yeah, what I like about this is that they're called mods, and that there's a poison mod, an electric mod, an ice mod, and a fire mod. And that's
Yes.
I believe that the developer of this game played Warframe. It's very similar to Warframe. I mean, these are kind of common elements, but normally the elements are like wind, water,
Fire and earth.
Yeah, whatever. Those four, you know, the standard 4 elements, but this is a little different, and they're called mods, and they mirror the Warframe elemental mods
All right,
exactly.
we got to stop talking about Warframe. I want to talk about something. This kid set up shop here using 3 crates and a straw for a roof. Straw roof.
And we have a gun, and we're just giving him money.
And he's selling a gun mod for $350,000.
Yeah, if it's worth that much, somebody might rob him.
Somebody meaning us. We have a gun and a sword. House of Carls.
Yeah, I thought it said House of Cards the first time I got here, but it's actually the House of Carl. So because you're going to find out who Carl is pretty soon.
Well, they're all named Carl.
Oh.
The bat is named Carl.
Oh, I think you're wrong, actually. I think you're going to find out who Carl is. This is past the point where Ed was playing before, and he didn't watch me play.
Nope, I didn't.
He wasn't watching over my shoulder.
Now that you unlocked a few checkpoints, I should introduce you to the concept of warping.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Your journey always starts in your backyard, but you can travel to any checkpoint you've unlocked. Okay, so you have pretty much free access. Hit the pause button, go to your map, where you can see an overworld map of all the unlocked zones.
It sort of reminds me of the Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu map.
Does it?
Very reminiscent of that, and it gives me a nostalgic feeling.
From there, tap on a zone to zoom in. You mean click on a zone.
Or hit the button. Press a button. So see how big this map is? This is much bigger than the first zone.
Oh, oh my god.
It's large.
And there's 3 shops?
There are
Holy
3
crap.
shops along the way, and we are going to progress in our abilities.
We are. We're gonna tap any... Oh, why? Come on. Just remove the word tap and, put in the word click. This is a PC port.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. It's just that...
Is this for phones, too?
Yes. It's a mobile game.
No.
Pretty hard to believe, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I believe you.
Oh.
I just didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I mean, almost every PC port I've seen that was, originally came from some other touchscreen platform.
Tap.
Yeah, they all say tap.
That's all right.
I guess it's kind of a pain to have to go in and change the translation or the directions to just say click instead of tap. Like, I think Oro did that. Remember Oro, a Monster Bumpin' Adventure that we covered? We covered that, like,
that was fun.
A couple months ago. Yeah, same thing. I mean, it doesn't really diminish your enjoyment of the game at all. So I guess I'm kind of just complaining for no reason. Anyway, I don't know.
That's kind of a dork thing to do.
Yeah, but
if you get hit one more time, you got to use that milk.
Drink that milk.
You could probably use it now. Isn't your max 5?
I don't know. Can you check your max stats?
It.
Oh, it's numbers.
Max health is 4. Oh boy.
It's numbers.
That's good.
Do you know how much I love numbers like this?
Oh, that's cool. This is how many of these guys you've killed, these fellas.
And they all just... Look at the border here. It's so creepy.
It is a little creepy. That's sort of it looks like a face.
Is it Carl?
It's a lion's face. No, that's not Carl.
Oh.
Stop it.
Stop it, he says.
Yeah.
All right.
Just don't get hit again, all right?
I'm trying.
All right.
You think I'm trying to get hit?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
You can suck a lemon.
Yeah, I've done that before. I like lemons.
You sucked a lemon before?
Yeah.
Like, you can put sugar on it. It tastes really good, like a sugar lemon.
No, I never did that. I always used to eat the lemons at my old work.
I just like
when
pain.
I worked in a kitchen.
I like pain, misery, and sourness.
I took a lot of ice cream from that job.
Well, that makes it all worth it, though.
Yeah.
Like if somebody told you, all right, I'm going to give you a bucket of ice cream, but you have to suck this lemon for a while, you would do it.
I was like the last one there besides the security guards, so nobody could see what I was doing, really. And,
nice.
I know where the cameras are. And at first I thought we were allowed to just take whatever we wanted, but then I learned later it was sort of a gray area, and I don't think we were supposed to take the ice cream, but we did it anyway.
I have a funny and similar... Oh, I thought that was a pit. A funny and similar story right after this. You found a charge shot. A charge what now? Its origins, although mysterious in nature, are unimportant. What matters is its timed bonus. This guy's very knowledgeable about guns.
He sure is. Why isn't he the one doing the gunning?
Yeah.
He just stands around playing the guitar while his little sister does all the hard work.
And how did he get... Clearly he had to fight through these enemies, right?
I guess so.
You'll see a meteor building up in your heads-up weapon swap display. Your next shot will do massive damage. It will attack a crab for massive damage.
So, yeah, you just used it. But you see in the top right corner here, and you see that gray that's filling up on your weapon? It's very slow. And I wanted to mention this. I really like this way of doing a charge shot rather than needing to hold the button, because that can be kind of awkward when you're trying to press other buttons on the controller, like in a game like Mega Man X.
Dairies collected.
And you almost always want to be charging a shot in a game like that.
Yeah.
So I imagine you might be able to increase the speed at which it charges. I kind of hope you can. And I also wanted to mention that I had the same idea for a charge shot in a game that I was working on called Underworld, which you can see on this channel. There's a video about it from it was almost a year ago that I posted. It was like a developer log and...
Weapon up!
Mine charged in like 3 seconds, though. It was more supposed to be like a Mega Man X style charge,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you don't
Jesus.
actually have to hold the button for it.
You know,
Yeah,
you know.
I know a lot about video games.
You do. I was just gonna say, I like how the game controls. Everything is large. So, if you remember, I'm sure you remember, Joe, but for the viewer out there, when we covered Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, we talked about how big the sprites were
Yeah,
and how awesome it was.
they're even bigger in that than they are in this.
Yeah.
That's for NES though, and
Yeah.
they show a lot of detail in the characters, especially for an NES game.
But yeah. But this has a similar, like, you know, it's huge. Everything is huge. I like that a lot because I don't
Yeah.
see very well, and also it controls really well. I'm digging the controls a lot here.
Everything's easy to tell apart.
Yeah, it's pretty intuitive and it controls really well. And
Yeah,
I'm
the
I'm a
separation
sucker.
of the colors and the values in the game is pretty good so far.
Take that. And everything's a meat sponge. No, not meat sponge. Bullet sponge, which I love.
Yeah, you gotta
because
shoot them a lot.
I love shooting
You
things
can
a
also
lot.
sword them.
Oh, did you notice that sometimes if you drop down behind them, they'll rapidly change course and
Yeah.
come after you? Oh, we leveled up.
Yeah, another thing I was gonna mention is almost every enemy in the game, especially in the first whole zone. Oh, cool! A glass of milk.
How do we use what items?
That's in your inventory. You gotta
Oh.
go to your inventory, you press start and go to inventory, and then you just pick the consumables.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Consumables,
Cool.
milk. But I wouldn't use it now because you don't really need milk right now.
No.
Sorry about that. I know you like
Sorry.
to drink milk a lot.
Well, you
I
should
find
be.
that to be don't go in the water.
What? That hurts you?
Yeah, the water hurts you. Don't go in the water.
Did I just lose a heart?
I think so. Yeah, you don't want to go in the water.
Yeah, but it looked so.
It does look like you can go in the water, but you can't go in the water. You might be. Oh, wow, look, a record. I never found this before.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Records
collected
collected
equals 1.
Play me a tune. What's the tune? Maybe nothing yet?
Yeah, maybe just do it from the main menu or something.
Look at Lloyd's tip. The hulking bandit and Robo Warrior rockets cannot be parried.
How do you parry?
That is the most cryptic thing I've ever read.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a parry yet.
It looks like there should be... Because look, there's a platform down there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like something you should be able to go down there.
I refuse to believe that that's not traversable.
Yeah, maybe you can swim later. I don't know. Maybe there's a water level and you get like a scuba gear.
I would like to swim right
Or-
now,
or
though.
a snorkel, maybe. Snorkel might work.
Snorkels are pretty fun. You ever go snorkeling?
Yeah, if you ever want to go 3 feet under the water, it's perfect.
I sometimes do.
I haven't been in water in probably a decade.
You mean ocean water?
No, just
Or
water.
pool water.
I haven't gone in a pool or the ocean for about a decade.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a joke.
But this is not counting showers and baths.
Well, yeah. Well, showers, yeah. I don't know if I've taken a bath in the last decade either.
Yeah, when do you take a bath now,
Yeah,
anyway?
just a shower usually does the same thing, and it's quicker. And
Well, because when you get in a bath, you're sitting in dirty
if
water.
you're over the age of like 9, even 9,
Yeah, I guess.
it's like shower time,
It's
not
like-
bath time anymore.
I guess it's relaxing or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could play this while you were in the bath. If you're like,
Yeah.
if you're like a kid, you
I
could
guess.
play with your iPhone in the bath. I'm sure parents let their kids play with their iPhones in the bath.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
yeah, it's
doesn't it?
not a good idea. I don't think it would shock anybody, but it would probably
shock me.
break the iPhone though, because this probably be a pretty good game for kids too, for their little iPhones and stuff.
This is the game that I wanted when I was little
Yeah, it was
when we
kind-
went on car rides.
I was kind of thinking about that. Like this is definitely a kid-friendly game. It's not too violent. There are a lot of guns,
It's
but
just a lot of guns and a lot of shooting.
But-
Anarchy assault.
I mean, any kid who's smart enough to hold a controller and play a video game is going to know that this is not real. This is not real life. So,
And I mean, yeah, and the way it's presented, it's not.
I
know.
used to play Contra when I was a little kid.
Yeah, and you turned out fine. Oh no.
And Contra isn't that. It's just like little pixel guys.
However, it did get censored in Europe, right? They called it. What do they call it?
Probotector.
Probotector.
Yeah, that's a.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, to be honest.
Probotector.
It's not a title you want your game to be having.
No.
Probotector.
They could have still called it Contra.
Morons.
Morons. Ah, censorship.
Why is it even censored? Is Contra a bad word?
No, it's just, I guess they wanted to reinforce the idea that they were robots and not humans, you know, because
Oh, yeah.
killing humans is bad. But shooting robots is cool.
They did that with like Ninja Turtles for the cartoon in the comic series. The Foot Clan is made up of young toughs. You know, it's like a street gang,
Oh, yeah?
and they kill them. They kill people.
They actually kill people.
Yeah, they killed them. But
Wow.
then in the children's cartoon program, they changed them to robots. And in the classic video games, such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time. So there's a lot of pacing enemies, especially early on in the game, but they do rectify that later on with different types of enemies. So you'll see that coming up. And we've got these flying bats so far, which aren't really that annoying. They kind of just come straight for you at a slow pace.
Yeah, they're not sign behavior.
Yeah, so they're not super annoying. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool guys. I imagine we're gonna encounter some more difficult enemy patterns as the game goes, but
yeah, along those same lines, I can imagine that these levels, while they are short now, might get significantly larger later on.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to. Click, click, click. Hey, speaking of Xbox, E3 just happened.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, E3's over for me though.
Yeah, well, E3's over for everybody, really. We're not going to the actual conference.
Yeah.
All the dev streams, so to speak, have concluded.
Oh yeah.
Why did you say for you?
It was over for me yesterday when they announced Wild Guns Reloaded.
Right.
Which is a sequel to a classic Super Nintendo game called Wild Guns, made by Natsume. It was made 22 years ago, and I never thought we would see a sequel to that title.
Yeah, why are we?
I have no clue why they decided to bring back Wild Guns. It's kind of a cult classic. It was never a big popular game. Almost nobody's ever heard of it that I know of, besides really hardcore fans of gaming history, pretty much.
I guess that's why it's a cult classic. But cult classics are like kind of designed to stay forever, forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's remained forever in my mind, but I can't even remember meeting anyone. Well, I've known a few people that have been into it, I guess, but most people have never heard of it.
I don't think I had heard of it until you told me, and then I looked at screenshots earlier today. I definitely have not played this game at all.
It's really fun.
I didn't know it existed. I thought you meant Sunset Riders at first, and then I looked at it.
No, it's not Sunset Riders. It's not at all like Sunset Riders. You do shoot guys, I guess, and it has cowboys, but that's where it stops.
That's like every game, though. Well, not the cowboy part, but let me. Okay, you don't have to explain your. I know what a store is.
Yeah, we already went through all this by ourselves.
Look, he's selling us half of an orange. Like, he was too cheap to just give us one whole orange.
Yeah, and he's just sitting out here in the heat.
Yeah, ew.
With oranges cut in half.
And chicken and roast beef, things that are just sitting out without being refrigerated.
He might have a fridge back there. You don't know that.
What?
Maybe that turns your sword into, like, a cyber sword. That's probably what's gonna...
Cyber sword.
I can't wait till we get a cyber sword.
My weapon mods.
I love cyber swords. Oh my god.
But they are really expensive.
Man.
Yeah. I'm just going to open up shop one day.
It's the end of the night, but I'm having fun.
Yeah. We're coming towards the end of the night here. It's actually really, really nice to play a light game like this at the end of the night.
I'd like to drink, but
I have wine.
No, I can't.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I got to drive pretty soon. Plus, I'm fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
I'm a lot better today than I was before, but I don't have a cold or anything. But the other day I woke up and it felt like I had a hangover, but I haven't had a drink. It's been like months now. I don't drink that often, but it's actually been even longer than usual for me. But I don't drink that often. Anyway, I woke up feeling like I had a freaking hangover. Hamover, yeah. I ate too much ham the day before.
But just out of nowhere.
Yeah. Headache, and I felt nauseous all day. It kept going, and I didn't eat that much during the day. But then I had dinner. I felt a little bit better, but not that much. And then, like, an hour later, I was, like, as bad or worse than before. I had a terrible headache. The whole side of my face was, like... It felt really bad.
Wait, the side of your face?
Yeah, it went down to, like, my cheek a little bit, too. Anyway, then I just slept on it. I was like, I'll probably be fine tomorrow. But woke up next day, same feeling, and the headache got kind of worse. So I drove myself over to the urgent care in the middle of the day, and they took some. He sounded pretty concerned, so he took some blood tests, and I'm currently waiting on the results.
Wow!
And he gave me some drugs.
He sounded concerned. You didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, he sounded a little concerned. Not like, I don't think it's anything fatal, but...
Did he give you any...
Well,
this is kind of like personal.
Yeah, it's kind of personal, actually.
Sorry.
Stop asking questions.
No, I was just going to say, like, did he give you any sort of...
I don't know. I'll announce it on the show when I get the blood test results.
as long as it's not.
Yeah, he gave me some medications. He gave me 3 different medications, so I'm feeling definitely significantly better, but not 100%.
Did he rule out hangovers though? Do we know for sure it's not a hangover?
Yeah, it's definitely not a hangover or a hangover, because I haven't been drinking. And I took vitamins and stuff, thinking maybe I'm like deficient in something. I took like multivitamins, magnesium, fish oil, all that shit. You know, all that healthy stuff.
Did he give you an enema?
Why are you asking me all these personal questions?
I just want to know.
No. They just took blood from me.
Can I give you an enema?
The nurse couldn't stick my vein. I have huge veins also.
Yeah.
But she couldn't stick my vein.
For those of you who don't know, Joe is ripped. He's the biggest, bulkiest guy I've ever met.
Stop it.
No, it's true though. Oh.
Stop lying.
Oh no.
We're trying to get away from the lies. Yeah, you're fucked, bro.
Why would that happen?
I'm sorry about that. I got really angry because you started lying about the size of my body.
But you're beef, man. You're beef. You're bulky. Okay,
the truth is that we're both thin men.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not muscular at all. You are sort of.
Ed lost a lot of weight.
You're more
a
muscular
few years ago.
Yeah, but
I've been pretty much skinny for most of my life, my whole life.
Yeah, but
I can't gain weight.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd like to be able to gain some weight. No, you're dead. You're dead, bro. You gotta heal. You gotta heal.
Oh Jesus!
You're getting shot from off screen.
I did not see that.
Yeah, you gotta heal. You got another milk glass here.
Give me the milk.
That.
Give me the milk. All right. Where is Did we just hit a checkpoint? I think we just hit one. Oh no, we're about to.
Yeah, we're about to hit one. So you gotta use that other milk that we have.
Yeah.
We have another one, right?
We also have chicken.
Health refill. It gives you a full refill next time you're at 1 HP. I don't trust it though. I'd rather just use the milk.
I don't trust that chicken leg.
You could use both. I don't know.
No.
That's kind of overkill, dude.
Here's the
I don't know why you would.
What am I supposed to do here? Can I just skillfully jump over
I guess you have
them?
to very skillfully and carefully jump over it.
Can you shoot? Can you swing bullets with a sword?
No, you can't. Just keep moving, bro.
So I'm just stuck there taking hits.
I keep saying bro. Sorry about that.
Well, you should be.
To you and to the viewers who are watching this title at home.
Here's the thing. I actually didn't have anything to say. I just wanted to...
We're going to find out why this is the House of Carls relatively soon. Okay, here's where we get... I like this gun a lot. The reason why is because I can hold down the button. I'll explain why.
Oh, yeah.
I'm falling apart, basically. Today is a somber day at GS for actually a lot of reasons. I've been kind of angry the last few days since the Orlando shooting happened. And, well...
We shouldn't... Oh, do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want. Go crazy.
I was more angry about that than I think I ever have been about a news story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I was very upset about it. So I feel very bad for the families and the victims, obviously. And we don't usually get very serious, and I didn't mean to get serious on the show, but I really don't like what happened.
Yeah.
And I don't like a lot of the response that the media has had and that our president had.
Is this the... No, that's the shotgun.
So I've been very angry about that.
It sucks feeling powerless, too, you know? Like, what can you do?
Yeah.
I can shoot this guy in the head. There we go. Yeah, so that's, you know, I'm not qualified to talk on such matters, but I feel you, man. I feel you.
So it kind of feels petty complaining about being sick and other problems that I've been having. I'm kind of falling apart.
It's not petty, man. It's
Physically
your
and
life.
mentally.
It's your life. And mentally?
Yeah. Well, it kind of goes with the territory. When your body's falling apart, your mind is going to fall apart following suit, or maybe that happens first, but they usually happen around the same time.
Is there something I can do?
Nah.
Can I,
But yeah, I think I got a repetitive stress injury from playing video games.
Specifically
Warframe. Oh yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier.
You should just sue them, man.
Yeah,
it's their fault.
I'll sue them because of fucking Exalted Blade. I started using Joy-to-Key to have like an auto fire.
Oh, nice.
I put on an auto fire for it, but it was too late. Like the damage was
Yeah.
already done. At that point, it was like just playing any character in any game holding the controller was just...
Look, man, I think you'll be
just
okay.
too much.
In my very, very limited experience, most strain injuries and stress injuries. What does this say? Oh, look.
Oh, you can reflect the bullets. Oh, I wish we knew that earlier.
Look, that's what a parry is.
That's what a parry is, yeah.
Son of a...
Yeah, dude. We do like the word dude here on
We do.
videos.
Why is this sign here and not
Yeah,
at the beginning of this level?
A little bit earlier. There was a part earlier where that would have been really useful. Where we were in that narrow tunnel getting shot up.
I imagine that this is the first point where you're forced to confront an enemy like that who's shooting at you. But yeah, I would have liked that at the beginning of the level. But now we know.
Just a design note there. So yeah, these guys start shooting at you. This is where things get interesting. The enemies start shooting back.
Whoa, that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, those parries. You really got to master those.
Reflecting his own bullets does a lot of damage to him. He's quite predictable as well. He just doesn't stop. He doesn't bother to change his
Get
tactics
shot,
or anything.
sir.
Sir.
Callie should be calling every enemy in this game sir. Get shot, sir, because you know she's a little girl, and just to be polite before she kills them. But I guess they are out to murder a little girl, so.
Yeah, that's true.
know.
Why are they? What did we ever do?
It's got to be a boring life, being one of these.
It's got to be a pirate's life, really. These are pirates, right?
Yeah.
Who else wears a
They're
bandana?
Who else wears a red bandana?
Nobody but pirates.
Well, and the Bloods. Don't forget about the Bloods.
It could be them.
Shout out to the Bloods.
Shout out?
No.
You don't mean that.
No, we don't support any violence gangs here on the channel except for the Abercrombie boys.
The Abercrombies. Abercrombie boys. How about that? That's even
they're
better.
a gang of local toughs here in our town.
Our town of Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, we don't like them very much because they smash windshields. I presume it was them.
Probably was. I mean, who else would do such a dastardly deed?
You know, while I lived in this town that we're currently recording in-game soup, but I no longer live in, we only had a few incidents, and you know, I never got robbed. I've been robbed, but not robbed on the street. And my house was burglarized, but only because it was the electrician.
yeah.
It didn't take that much.
It's not like you left your front door unlocked. It's that you called the electrician.
Yeah.
And they just decided to steal.
Yep.
Pretty cool dudes.
And now I'm getting checks from the local government because they caught the guy and they busted him for a lot of thefts. And I'm being paid reparations.
At least it wasn't just you, you know?
Well, I would hope it was. I would rather it just be me than him steal from a bunch of people. But they did manage to catch the guy because he was such a kleptomaniac and such a moron that he stole while he was working for an electric company. And that's a good job, too. You make good money even as an apprentice for an electrician.
He was the apprentice?
I guess he was an apprentice. I mean, he was maybe he was an electrician. If he had his license as an electrician and he starts stealing, what a moron.
Yeah,
Do you
electricians.
They make a lot of money.
They make sick bank.
Don't say it like that.
Why?
just say sick bank.
No, that's how I talk in everyday life.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that that's not true, but
I have a disorder where I can only say sick.
I always forget to give you my notes, my critiques after we do the show. So I just decided to do it on the show and embarrass you.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say that's cringe. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's a little cringe.
But it's stupid and funny, and who cares?
It's stupid. Maybe some people don't think
Plus,
it sucks.
You want to compare cringes?
Leave critiques of our channel. I'm sure I do plenty of things that make you angry and want to cringe when you're at home.
Leave critiques of this channel out of our comments section. Is what you meant? No, I'm just kidding.
No, you can if you're nice about it.
No,
don't just say your channel's full of shitty Let's Plays. You know?
Yeah.
Don't say something like that.
That guy can go S a D.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Style a do. You know what I mean?
Somebody else's do. He can style my do too, for all I care. You know what? God.
Yeah,
that
we
got
could
me.
both use a haircut, especially me.
Yeah, that's true. We could.
Actually, I'll just speak for myself. Your hair, you look fine right now. Mine's a little. Mine's definitely more than a little overgrown at this point, and it's the summer. You know, I should get a new do.
A new do.
AKA the same haircut I always get.
Just have that guy style your do.
The last lady who cut my hair did a really good job, but I can't remember her name.
Oh.
And I don't want to go into the same hair place and ask, when is that fat black lady working here again? You know, because that's how I would describe her. You know, I might say heavyset or something. I wouldn't say, but how else am I going to describe her?
Well, the others.
But she did a really good job on my haircut. How do I say that? I don't want to say African American because that sounds corny, and also what if she's like Jamaican or something?
Dark skinned.
What's the proper way to say it?
Well, here's what you do. You go there, and you stand just outside looking in the window, and if she's there, you walk in. If she's not there, you give up.
And then, but if she is there and they say, "Do you have any preference for who cuts your hair?" and I go, her, you know, what am I gonna do?
Oh, that's a little more forgivable. It's not
I
like
guess
she.
that's a little bit nice. I could,
know?
yeah, I guess I could probably play that off. But do I want to really be driving back to the haircut place over and over again, just looking for this lady? That's a little creepy.
Yeah, it is actually.
That was like, it was probably the best haircut I've had in years, though.
In years.
A lot of the times they cut it all uneven, and she cut it short. Like, I like it really short, and usually they're really wimpy about making it short, and they leave the top too big, so it looks like, you know, that Macklemore type of haircut.
That's why
I
I
don't know
stopped.
what you call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Don't like it.
Yeah, that's actually the reason that I stopped going to a hair cutter to get my haircut.
Yeah, they leave it too long on the top.
They really do.
And I'm kind of old school, and also it's just that I really don't like Macklemore.
That's the main reason.
That is the main reason, because I don't want to be reminded of him. Like, if you don't want a haircut of somebody that you hate.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big fan of rap music and hip hop, which we've talked about on the channel before. But I'm a fan of all the types and genres of hip hop and rap music, but I'm not a fan of every. Yeah, get that coin multiplier times 3. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we're in the money right now.
This man is rich.
But I'm not a fan of every artist, and I'm really, really not a fan of Macklemore.
Being defeated can be tricky. Yeah, I don't know who these famous people are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know actors and actresses. I can't keep track of those, and I can't keep track of most bands, but just like game developers and some game music composers and artists, I kind of know about those, and I know about the type of music that I like. I know about those artists, but yeah, it's really hard to keep track of every famous person. There's too many.
Yeah, I mean, oh Jesus.
And all the presidents. Who knows all the presidents?
Nobody.
I've heard the word Grover Cleveland before. Wasn't he the mustachoid?
The 2 words.
Yeah, he was the mustachoid guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll go to 855.
All right.
I think you were looking at that earlier.
Yeah, it
Maybe
was.
like the next 1 or 2 checkpoints.
Sorry, I gotta be honest with you. I'm neck deep in this game. I'm really absorbed.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Well, before this point in the game, and I was thinking, like, I just wanted to keep playing.
This is the perfect game to have like light discussion and just get sucked into. That's what's happening right now, and I love it.
I really like it. I thought this would be a really good game for Game Soup. The only, like, there's been a few parts in the, like, we critique every game that we play, though. Like, overall, it's a really fun game, and this will be a great game for kids and a great game for pretty much anybody that's, like, into addicting kind of games that are simple and snappy to control.
Is it Carl?
Yeah, I think this is Carl right here. He's King Carl.
King Carl?
The slime 4th.
King Carl?
Oh, I'm gonna have a critique of this guy.
Are you?
I'll tell you about it once we see what he does.
Oh my God! Look at.
Yeah, he splits into 4 guys. Oh no! Wow. It's pretty cool actually. The design and the way he's drawn, I really like it. I like the art style in the game overall.
God, I love the button. I'm such a sucker for button mashing.
Yeah. But yeah, me with my RSI, I assume that's what it is. I'm not gonna go to the doctor for it. I think I'm just gonna stop playing video games. And I looked up some stretches on YouTube from a very nice bearded man. He showed me how to do these stretches.
Very nice bearded man.
Yeah, I've been doing those for the past couple days. The Terminator.
Wait, does this guy have a health bar, by the way?
I think you got to. No, it's not displayed.
Oh.
This is gonna be my critique.
Oh,
actually,
I see.
Is that there's no health bar and there's no indication that of what you're doing here.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm actually damaging or not.
Yeah.
I might not be.
You really don't know, but I'll tell you a hint. You are.
I am.
Yeah, you just gotta clear these guys.
Okay.
Over and over and over.
Why?
Yeah, I found this boss to be a little bit repetitive and...
Why don't they have a health bar, though? The first boss had a health bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe he does. Was it over his head? Maybe you have to like jump to see it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember seeing the health bar when I played. I didn't see it. So
maybe he's super tall. Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, there's got to be some way to rectify that, or just make the fight a little shorter somehow. I don't know.
At least they give you hearts during the fight, though.
Yeah. Every one of these drops a heart, so the challenge is very low as well.
Let's see. Does he have a health bar?
So
he does.
Oh, he does. Yeah, it's just above his head, but it gets covered up by the HUD. So I don't know if you could put that under under him, or maybe just make a separate HUD on the bottom for his
Yeah.
health bar.
Yeah.
I could definitely see this being really fun for a kid on like a car trip or something.
So yeah, I think my only gripe here is that, like you said, the health bar should be displayed at the bottom. The other thing is, it seems like it's time based and not damage based. So like maybe he stays whole for 5 seconds and then splits afterwards.
Yeah, maybe.
And then-
You get him this time though. Just
Yeah.
mash that button.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck yeah.
Roast beef.
Roast beef. And look
Bro,
at all this money you get.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. I mean, it was fast enough. I can't complain about that. The length.
Yeah, you did it faster than I did. Oh, here you go. Here's this really cute character. His name is, well, you'll find out. No, I'll just tell you. His name's Bira. He's a bear.
Isn't that just the word bear?
Yeah.
You poor thing. Purrs.
Yeah.
Bears don't purr
I didn't
though.
really understand that. That's going to be a minor complaint about the game. I'm going to add to my list of gripes. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, it could
It's
just
very
be
funny.
Could just be a character thing.
Yeah, I think it is. I
Is-
think
is
he's very
Bera-
cute. I like his little running animation.
Is Bera in one of the previous Callie's Caves?
I don't know.
I would
But
imagine.
oh, Callie's Caves.
Callie's Trials.
Callie's Trials just came out on Steam actually the day that we're recording this, so it came out probably a few days ago for those of you watching it. So that's also available right now on Steam, and I'm not sure what the price point is, but it's a remake of Callie's Caves 2, which apparently has some roguelike elements added in.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how it works because we haven't played it. I haven't even looked at the video of it yet, but we did just see that right before we started recording that just came out. So we wanted to give that a mention and a plug as well.
Oh Jesus! This spider is very resilient.
But we can't vouch for it. I can't vouch for this though. Like this
Yeah.
game really did suck me in when I was playing it.
Yeah, like it's so simple. It's also sort of challenging though. It's not babying you, you know.
Yeah.
It's got everything in all the right amounts so far.
You're using only the shotgun. The pistol has not been leveled up at all.
Is that bad?
No, it's fine.
It's fine,
I think
right?
that's cool, but you're going to like the next weapon that you get.
Am
I think
I?
we should get to the next weapon pretty soon. Hopefully
Alright.
we'll get to the next weapon before we end the app, but if we don't, stay tuned for the next app because you're going to like it.
Oh.
You're going to really enjoy this next wep.
Wep. We're gonna enjoy the next wep on the next ep. See what I did?
Mm-hmm.
Did-
Don't do that again. No, I'm just kidding. That was great. That was
Don't do that
was good.
again.
Yeah, rhyming can be very funny. Fuck yeah! I knew that was coming up real soon. I remembered this one. doing
That's
this.
awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because a double jump is just not enough jump.
Yeah, double jumps aren't enough.
That's awesome.
Remember, Silhouette Mirage had a triple jump in it,
Did
and
it?
also you can't exit the level without getting a triple jump because you need the triple jump to get up there. The first time I played this, I actually came here first, and I was like, "Where the fuck do I go?"
Nice.
And then you go back and you're forced. You get the triple jump. Oh, okay, cool, good design.
Perfect. That is great design, in fact. Nice. Forgotten Forest. Wow, I wanted to say something, but I can't remember what it is now. I love when that happens. Does that guy have a tattoo? He does.
Yeah, I don't know what it. I think it's just of a circle though.
It's part of the
He's
crypt.
like he goes to the tattoo artist. He's like, I want a tattoo. He's like, all right, what would you like? I want a circle.
Why?
Any reasoning behind that? I like circles. All right.
What are orbs, Joe?
They are 3D circles, also known as spheres.
Spheres, yeah. Isn't that crazy how a circle is a sphere? A sphere is a circle that's in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
And a square is a... No, that doesn't work.
The three main building blocks of drawing are the sphere,
The cone?
the cylinder, and the box. Those are the three main ones.
Ah,
The cone is a variation of the cylinder. The rectangle is a variation of the box.
that's very interesting.
No, the wedge is the variation of the box, sorry.
The wedge.
And the oval, the like gloppy form, is the variation of the sphere.
Did you say gloppy?
Yeah, it's sort of, you know, like a stretched out sphere. It's like an ovalish kind of thing. I don't know, an eggish shape?
Oh, okay.
Whatever. You can stretch it into any, like silly putty or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so that's how you draw. You're able to draw now. Go do it.
You are able to draw now. I don't believe... Meanwhile...
Yeah, this is really cool. It gives you like a little side quest here. So you get to play as a bear, the bear.
I wanted to press the shoot button and have him shoot the bullets out of his mouth.
And it doesn't work like
that's
that.
not what happened.
It doesn't do anything yet, right?
Yeah.
You'll unlock the ability. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, you can do it. You do start with it.
I was gonna-
forgot if you had to unlock it or not.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah, you
cool.
get this. He turns into a ninja.
Check it out. I love that the head what's that called? Headscarf bandana.
Yeah.
Just
I like
appears and
that. I like
disappears.
that little attack there.
Nice.
This reminds me of the Crusagram from ye old Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
We all know how broken that was.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't because I've never played the game.
Yes, you have.
I've played it for like a little bit, like 3 seconds.
Oh.
And I played it
gosh.
I think I played it for a couple hours once in college.
It's a really long game, and it has so many secrets. And, well, I've gushed over that game many times on GS.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite games.
I've played plenty of other Castlevania, Metroidvanias, plenty of times.
Yeah, I mean, Symphony of the Night, I don't know if it's the best one. It's way up there, though, and it's definitely unique. They're all unique in a way, but Symphony is just, it's kind of special in a way. And if you've played it before, you know why. And you know, there are many reasons why, but you know it's a special game in your heart.
They're all special.
And in your mind. And in all bears' minds.
All bears' minds.
So here's like kind of a little bit of a difficult platforming section here. It's not really difficult if you've played a lot of platformers, but maybe for a kid on a car trip that might be kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah.
I really want to see the next weapon.
Do you think we'll get it? It's 8:55 right now.
Did we just hit a checkpoint? Let's get to the next checkpoint.
Let's see here. Finding a final form allows a weapon to skip level 19.
Let's check the map.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just hit the next checkpoint.
All right.
If we get it, we get it. If we don't, stay tuned, fellas, because we know that kind of sucks when you run into the door. I wish that you could. I wish there was I wish there was a key you had to press. One of the buttons or something would activate the door.
And I like how you turn into a bear as well.
Yeah, it's like a side story that you don't really turn into it. It's just kind of that's the area. That's not a very good explanation of that. Learn English,
No.
Joe.
I will say though that the fact that, you know, as soon as you touch the door, on collision with door, go to layout 3.
Yeah.
That's something that Joe and I have fooled around with a lot in Construct 2, and it feels like a very amateur thing to not fix. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I don't want to...
There are some things in this game that I think are too simple. I really like simplified whenever you can simplify resources, currencies, and gameplay mechanics, but I think it would benefit from having an extra button or just some different way, some way of manually entering the door instead of automatically entering it when you touch it.
Oh god. I mean, that's fine going forward, but going backwards, as we saw here, like, that's going to happen because enemies start to attack you right away, and you're gonna...
And sometimes it's not fine going forward, though, because there might be an item or something that you wanted to grab that was in the area. Like, maybe if you got pushed there, you wouldn't get to explore this up here.
Good point. Good point.
You'd have to fight through the enemies again, which isn't that big of a deal.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I think that would improve the game a bit.
Yeah, it's funny doing just the little bit of coding and game development that I've done, being able to see so clearly the code, you know, like the code of that transition.
Yeah,
and how it could be fixed.
I don't know what language or what program that was used to make this game, but
I guess in pseudocode, you know, like on collision with sprite door, go to layout 3. If layout equals 4, you know, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to have an option to not immediately enter.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The RPG!
That stands for Rocket Propelled Grenade.
Did you look it up?
No, I knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what it stands for. So, yeah, I guess it's a little bit underwhelming when you first get it, but...
No, look at all that!
Yeah, that's the big one.
Oh, there's a big one?
Yeah. But the damage, I guess the damage is a bit underwhelming when you first get it. But you gotta level this bad boy up. It gets fun.
I'm gonna.
It gets fun, bro.
Oh man, that's a lot of damage though.
That's actually pretty sweet. It's more than I remember.
Oh, we're gonna be blowing stuff up. We're gonna blow stuff up. Okay, I love it. It's already my favorite weapon. I love... What did I just get hit by? Oh,
bullets.
Mr. Bullets.
Oh no.
Put your balls in my mouth, huh?
Look up Mr. Bucket on YouTube after you're finished watching this video, which will be over really shortly.
Yeah, I guess we should... Wait, where's the checkpoint? It's next level.
Yeah, next level.
Man, this is...
Yeah, it's really fun. Should I mention one more critique?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give one more critique. Use the sword real quick. Show me that sword. I like when there's like a separate animation for for like a sword swing or a melee swing in a game. This is kind of like Terraria, kind of where it just appears and swings down.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
like you have to. It's easier for the developer and the artist because there's less to draw. But I like when there's like a separate animation for attacks.
Yeah.
That's a preference. That's like an aesthetic thing.
And you really have an eye for that kind of thing.
Yeah, like that's how I would do it. But yeah, it also takes more time to develop, and there's reasons to do it how the developers did it.
Checkpoint.
But yeah, I don't want to leave on a critique note.
Well,
Let's say one more nice thing about the game. The graphics are overall very well drawn and colorful and fun to look at, and very well color separated and value separated, so it's easy to tell what's going on.
Here's what I'm going to say. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, you can keep going, man.
It's very rare that I play a game and I look up at the clock and an hour has passed. This is one of those games.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that's going to suck you in. I hope it's as fun to watch as it is to play. And we hope you guys enjoyed watching us play it. And don't forget that if you want to win your own copy of this really fun game, just post in the comments below, I want the game. Give me Callie's Caves 3, goddammit. Something like that.
With however much profanity you'd like.
A couple days after, we'll randomly pick one of the commenters that commented that they want the game, and we will reply to your comment, and we'll also PM you with the code. Do you have a question?
Should we announce the winners on an upcoming episode of Callie's Caves?
We could announce the winners too, sure.
Yeah.
But we'll probably be recording a bunch of these in a row next time. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, someday in the future, you'll hear your name.
Yeah, you'll hear your name in one of the episodes. Yeah. So congrats to you.
Thanks for watching Game Soup.